Hello and welcome to another Waggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. We are getting through them these days. I've got that much stock that I need to crack on. I'm not a pisshead, honestly. But anyway, I don't really care for what people think, but it's just by the by. Tonight I'm going to be reviewing this dinky little bottle of Teacher's Highland Cream. Can you see it? Yeah, it's just coming into focus. So, Teacher's Highland Cream is a brand of blended Scotch whisky, similar to the likes of Bell's famous grouse, produced in Glasgow, Scotland by Beam Suntory, which is a US headquartered subsidiary of the Suntory Holdings of Osaka, Japan. Didn't know that. Surprising that Scottish whisky companies are owned by foreigners. The Teacher's Highland Cream brand was registered in 1884. The label on the bottle says Est 1830, reflecting an earlier date when the founding family entered the whisky business. Before the brand name was created, Teacher states it uses fully smoked peat salt single malt whisky from the Ardmore, that's another brand, distillery as its fingerprint whisky, along with about 30 single malt whiskies. So it's strange, isn't it, that you blend single malt whiskies to make a blended whisky, which sells cheaper than the malt whiskies. I find that I don't know, strange in a lot of ways. And on the Wikipedia page, it goes into a lot of details about who bought them. They were bought out by Allied breweries, and then Chivas Brothers, and then sold to Pernod Ricard. So obviously lots of companies buying other companies, So obviously looks the same as any other of the big whiskies, like the likes of famous grouse, Bells and Grants and whatnot. And obviously I'm on a budget, so it's a 50 cl, 50 ml, 50 cls would be nice, 50 ml, so it's a one shot jobby. Wow, bloody hell, that sent shivers through me. On the nose, obviously very strong alcohol whiskey aroma, and I can get the peatiness from it. Obviously, when it refers to peatiness, the peat is in the soil, Now it's making me sleepy. Right, very different to what that famous grouse that I had the other night. This is a bit more smoky. To be honest, not a fan of smoky whiskies. Obviously, they appeal to certain people who like the smoky, roasty whiskey flavours. See, on the nose, you don't get this smokiness, but on the taste, wow, strong. Well, obviously I'm drinking this straight. A lot of people like it. I used to drink whiskey and cola when I was about 16 down at the ice skating ring in Nottingham. In them days, they never checked your ID. We'd drink whiskey and cola, go on the ice, and try not to kill ourselves. And life was good. Yeah, no worries in the world. And then you get older. Or you can have it with ginger, wine, on the rocks, or just damn neat, like I am now. On initial flavour, I didn't quite like the taste, but the smokiness is building on me. I've got to be honest that I went on a whisky tasting course when I worked at Sainsbury's, and I wasn't a big fan of the really heavy smoked whiskies. That was the only one I spat into the spittoon. The other 11 whiskies I drank the whole lot, and however I walked after that, I have no idea. Then I went on to do champagnes, wines, beers, flipping heck. And then I drank a bottle of wine on the way home. I was a legend that day. And yet some days you drink 2 glasses and you're pissed and fall asleep. Don't know how I did it. So, for someone who's not really that, well, it's not whatnot. I'm not a big whiskey fan, to be fair. That's it, mate. So colour wise, it's that orange colour, coppery colour. On the nose, like I said, it was just that pure alcohol. On the taste, smokiness, the peat, and it was actually quite a nice whiskey. If you'd have said to me beforehand it's a smoky whiskey, I'd have gone, I'm not interested. But to be fair, it wasn't bad at all. Equally as good as the likes of Famous Grouse, whereas Famous Grouse, you know, is different. It's not smoky in any way, shape or form. The blending of single malt whiskies to make a blended whiskey that's cheaper than the single malt whiskies is weird. I don't understand why you would do that. And surely that if you're blending lots of different whiskies, then the taste changes, does it not? You know. I have no answer for that. Any whiskey experts out there who can answer me on YouTube as to why that is, you know, surely taste is going to change. If you're blending 20 odd different whiskies, then unless you blend exactly the same amount, exactly the same time, every single time, your product will change its taste, surely. But anyway, very nice whiskey. Would I, would I let's say try it? Yeah, definitely. Out of 5 then. I'm going to give it a 4.4 out of 5. I quite liked it. Not my favourite whiskey I've ever had, but yeah, it was okay. Right, and I feel half baked now. Tell you what, I'm glad I didn't have more than that. Normally I would have poured a much bigger glass and then be steaming at the end of it, but just goes to show you, one little bottle, you don't need much more than that to get right here. Although I have had 2 pints earlier tonight and another bottle of beer and then that, so it's not all just the whiskey. Right then, thanks for watching, see you soon.